Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Let me switch over on my laptop and make sure I'm going live in the right spot and make sure I can see everyone's comments. Give me just a minute. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday morning so far. Mute myself so that you only have to listen to one of me. All right, I'm in the right spot. Let me see, make it to where I can see your comments. Give me just a second. There we go. Anyone in here yet? Excuse me, goodness. It is straight up 10 o'clock, so should be hopping on. These are the two cards that we're making today. One's a winter theme, I love snowmen, and the other one's just a Christmas themed card. Hope you guys like these cards as much as I do. They are just a cute little twist on a gift card. A real simple, easy way to send a card with a little gift. These are perfect for teacher gifts, co-worker gifts. Yes, you can give them to family and friends if you're, wanting to put a gift card in there instead of give a present. But I really think about these when I'm thinking about small little gifts, little $10 Starbucks gift cards or something. Just a cute way to say thank you. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy this, little cup of coffee on me type thing. So, and I especially like the coffee theme, like the Starbucks gift card with the melty snowman. Sending warm Christmas wishes. Have a warm cup of coffee or a cocoa or whatever it may be. So if you're popping on, make sure you say hi so that I know you're here. If you don't say anything, I won't know that you're here. I'm going to go ahead, and I don't want to spend too much time, but just quick reminder, a little housekeeping. July 31st is the last day for our bonus day sale. So today's the 27th. You have today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 5 days. So if you have not put in your order, which I know a lot of you have because we had the free shipping last Tuesday, which, the internet, I think we broke it. Stampin' Up's website went down. In fact, it was so bad that they extended the free day shipping for another day, which they never do. So I'm really surprised, and I'm very thankful and grateful that they did do that. Hi, Donna. How are you doing this morning? So we got an extra free day of no shipping, and we got to shop. So that was nice that they did that. So again, bonus days, 5 days left. If you haven't put in that order, make sure you do it so that you can save. For every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 coupon code that they will email you, and you can use that in the month of August. So online exclusives. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. This is kind of where our seasonal stuff is right now. They came out with a few Christmas sets, a couple of fall sets, and I'm going to let you know, just because I want my customers to know. I can't show you the inside of the catalog. We don't even have the catalog in our hands yet, the mini seasonal one that comes out. But we did get to see a digital copy of it on, what day was that? Wednesday? Tuesday? Anyway, we got to see a digital copy of it, and there's a lot of great Christmas stuff in there, but there is no Halloween in there. And there's one really beautiful set of papers for the fall, kind of that trees and greenery and nature, kind of like the Thoughtful Journeys paper. So that's beautiful for the autumn stuff. But if you are holding out and waiting for the Halloween sets, they're not in there. It's online. So there's that witch's brew or potion or something with the cauldron. That's a really cute set if you're wanting to make Halloween cards. Now, they did say on September 1st, I think they're going to tell us more, that there is some Halloween designer series paper and a scrapbooking kit that's going to be available that's Halloween themed. So I'm excited to see that. But there, usually in our mini catalogs, there's a lot of Halloween product. So if you're holding out, it's not in there. It was kind of sad. So anyway, if you're wanting some seasonal stuff to get started, online exclusives. In fact, we're going to be using this pack of paper. Paper Pumpkin, you need to subscribe before August 9th if you want this Time for Cake. That's the one that I showed on my page that has the accordion fold with all the candles. It's, I think, Misty Moonlight is the blue color it looks like to me, with the rose gold foiling. It's really pretty. So if you don't want to miss out on that, subscribe by August 9th. And then our mini catalog, again, customers can start September 4th from purchasing for that. So we still have a whole nother month before that comes out. So again, just wanted to give you a heads up that if you're waiting to see what's in there for the Halloween stuff, don't wait. There's not anything in there. So all the Halloween stuff is on our online exclusives. Okay, these are the 2 cards that we're gonna make. Let me show off this beautiful paper. This is it's a 6x6 pad of paper, and it's called the Iconic Celebrations paper. And with our 6x6, there are 12 pieces, front and back, different designs, so 24 different designs. And I'm going to go through these real quick and flip them over for you. Here's these snowflakes and some Christmas trees, some Valentine's Day heart or anniversary, some champagne glasses. You could use that for New Year's. This is birthday to me. It's confetti. Some stars. You could use that for 4th of July. Birthday candles, some fireworks. So again, 4th of July or New Year's. Some pumpkins, some plaid, some polka dots, some acorns, some little leaves, a Christmas green stripe, some mistletoe and berry, Christmas trees, some little greenery fern branches, some candy canes, some Christmas plaid. I think this is probably one of my favorites. I love plaid. Some little leaves and berries, some Christmas trees, a blue stripe. This would go great with the birthday, the candles. A little, I think, a peace dove carrying a little branch, and some stars. So, great little pack of paper. Let's start with this card. We're going to need a piece of cherry cobbler. This is 8.5 by 11. And I am going to go ahead and score it first. So I'm gonna put this at the 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Make sure I move my cutter blade out of the way. That would be not good. I'm gonna score this and cut it at 5 1/2. Donna, have you got it? Have you started your Christmas cards? I know it's kind of early to be thinking about it. We're gonna fold this over, and then to get this little triangle cut right here, we are gonna cut from the top of this score line down to the corner of this paper. So we're just lining this up in our trimmer and cutting. Trying to decide on the layout. I understand that. So there's our little fold. And then we're gonna take a piece of this plaid paper. Let me grab it. Come on, I had it all set out so that I wouldn't lose it. Pull it over here. Okay. Plaid paper, where are you? Everything just fell. Did you guys hear that avalanche? Oh, okay. We're starting early this morning, apparently. So we're going to cut this down to a little bit smaller than this. And the way you can do this is we started out with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's what this top piece was if you put this on here. So we're going to go like 4, and then instead of 5 1/2, we're going to go 5 1/4. So we're just going to cut this, take the size down by 1/4 on each, on the long way and the lengthwise. And then you're going to take this one and cut this. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your corners in the track, line it up, and cut. And then because you started out with a smaller piece of paper, when you go to layer that on there, that's going to fit perfect on there. It's going to give you a nice border all the way around. Let me grab my adhesive. I have been working, Donna, on craft show cards. I've been trying to mass produce so that I have enough cards to sell at the craft shows, which I know sounds crazy, but you know, that's going to sneak up on us. It's going to be October and November and December before we know it. So, all right, pick up my papers from off the floor over here. Okay, so we've got that done. And now we're going to take the Christmas paper that goes on the back here. And again, we're just gonna cut this down like we did the plaid one. I don't really want, I guess we will. So we'll do the same measurements. We're gonna go, since that's 4 1/4, we're gonna go 4. And since it's 5 1/2 long, we're gonna go 5 1/4. I'm gonna go this way just because I want the paper. Actually, what I'm gonna do, just so that I can get my paper on there right, is I'm gonna cut this little bit of a tree off right here just because they're the bottom of the trees and I want the top of the trees. Now I'm gonna do 5 1/4. And the reason why I'm doing that is you get full trees on most of your paper. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're gonna layer this on here. Make sure our border is perfect all the way around. Line it up as much as possible. Let me see if I can turn this so that I can get this better. Here we go. Sometimes with all the lights on to do the filming, to make sure you guys can see it where it's nice and bright, I get weird glare, so I kind of have to turn things in different ways. Okay, so the next piece we're gonna do is this little flappy piece right here. And this one measures 2 3/4 wide by 8 long. So we're gonna grab our cherry cobbler again, and we're gonna go 2 3/4 by 8. Two and 3/4 by 8. And then we're going to score this in half, so we're going to score it at 4. Fold that over. And this is the piece that is going to sit like this. Now, I used Very Vanilla instead of our basic white for this little part and this little part, just because I thought this is really not white. It's got a blue tint to it. So you can go either way. You can go with white, you can go with Very Vanilla. I just thought the Very Vanilla looked nice with the Regal Cherry Cobbler and the green Mossy Meadow that is in this paper. I'm going to use the deckled rectangle dies. This was in the catalog last year, so now it's on our online exclusives. It's not in our catalog. And I'm going to use, I believe it's this one. Yeah. So this one is the 1, 2, 3, 4th one. The 5th one is what we're going to use on the snowman card. So let me pull in my Big Shot here, my old embossing machine, and I'm going to put my deckled rectangle die down. And this is just a dryer sheet, and it just helps me die cut it. It helps the cut go through a little bit better for me, a little bit crisper. If you're ever having problems with a die cut going all the way through, try a dryer sheet or a Swifter sweeper dusting cloth. It just helps it to cut out perfect. So I'm going to get 2 of these. I need one for the outside, one for the inside. And I'm just going to roll that through back and forth. Whoops. Any plans for today, Donna? Have anything going on? I'm hoping to get in the pool today. I haven't been out in our pool in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's sad, but it's been kind of cool here. The water's been kind of cold. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive on one of these. Put it on the inside. I will have to say, because these are not a straight edge, because they have a fun little deckled border to it, it's kind of hard to line up sometimes. We are going to be using the Merriest Tree Stamp set. This is on page 78. Again, it was in our catalog last year. So this is under the Encore bundles. It's a carryover. So you have the stamp set and the trees, the dies. So that's the set that we're going to be using. This set right here is one of our online exclusives. And it is called Filled with Cheer. I'm going to use the little ornaments. There's 3 little ornaments on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm just going to put them down here, stamp them just to make it cute on the inside. This is Mossy Meadow. Not specific. They're calling for rain. This live worked out great. Thanks for hosting. You're welcome. Don't get me wrong. We need the rain. Get it while we can. But I'm tired of the rain. Our grass looks nice and green. It's not brown like it normally is at this time of year. Stamp that down there. That's just a little something something, just to make it cutesy. We're going to put this one on the top. Make sure, yep, I flipped it over. Okay, line this one up. Try to give yourself kind of the same amount of border all the way around. And then I'm gonna pull out my dies. Where are my dies? Oh, hope you can't hear my doggie. She is inside by herself. Jason is outside working on some flags, and she does not like it that I have my door closed and she can't come in here. All right. I'm gonna use, oh, let me get over here. This, which one is it? I think it is this one. Yes. There are several Christmas tree dies, and you can cut out the whole tree or you can cut out layers. That's what these little pieces are. You layer them on top, so and you can take your bone folder and kind of curve up the branches so your tree looks nice and 3D. It's really cute. But we're going simple today. So, going to use this one. We're going to use the Mossy Meadow paper. And I have a piece of it right here. We're going to run this through our die machine, our embossing machine. Pull that back up here. I'm not a morning person, Donna, so it takes me a little bit to get going in the mornings, which is kind of why I like doing the 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings, because it gets me in here and it gets me going. Oh. So normally I've got my cup of coffee and I'm sitting on my bed and I'm watching somebody else's live video, their YouTube video, whatever. So okay, have that cut out. And then we're going to take the stamp set, and I already have it on a block. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And it looks like it's in the shape of a Christmas tree. So we're gonna take this and ink it up again with the Mossy Meadow. You know what? I take that back, guys. This green cardstock that I cut the tree out is Old Olive. So now that I'm thinking about that, that cardstock is Old Olive. This ink is Mossy Meadow. And I did that so that I could get a darker green on top of a lighter color. So back up the bus, I told you wrong. That is Old Olive on the cardstock. I made these cards 3 or 4 days ago, so I'm trying to remember what I did. We are going to take our dimensionals and pop this up. Take the backings off. Those things are such, ugh. I have backings everywhere. I find them everywhere. I find them in my shoes and my clothes. Okay, let me pull that down so I can center this. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Jason is outside, like I said, doing woodworking, working on his flags. And the sounds are crazy. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. And now to embellish it, I'm going to take, we have a couple of different things that you can use. These are the Blooming Pearls. And these are called Iridescent Adhesive Back Discs. They're like little shiny just circles. So they're real pretty. But I went with these just because it looked more like the old-timey ornaments, the little balls. And you say, well, Shauna, there's only gold and pink and blue, green. How are you gonna do that? Okay, I'm gonna take my cherry cobbler, the dark, and I'm gonna color some of these pink ones. I'm just gonna take my blender pen and go around it, get a nice good coat on it. Let that dry for a second. I only need 2 of those, and I already did one earlier, so get my little pokey tool, and I'm gonna take some gold ones, and I'm gonna put a gold one down here. Ugh. Man, sorry, my dog's going crazy. She does, like I said, she does not like being in this house by herself and all that noise going on outside. Okay, come on. She's like, Mom, I know you're in there. I'm gonna take some of these little blue-green ones. Now she's outside my door. I can hear her sniffing at the bottom of the door. Let me in, Mom. There's somebody outside making all these crazy, weird noises. Okay. Now I'm going to take these 2 that we colored. Doesn't take them very long to dry. See, no ink. But you do want to give it a second. And then I'm going to cut a little star. There's a little star in that same stamp set and die. It has actually a couple of different stars. It's got this really neat 3D one. Kind of looks like a stained glass star. It's got this one, that's the one we're going to use. And then it has these little star burst. Oh, it's got a big one here too. So several different stars to choose from. Get a scratch piece of paper. This is actually crushed curry. And my die cutting machine. that up there. His flags are beautiful. They are, Donna. And you know what? I'll let him know that you said that, but I have coursed him into, I've talked him into doing the craft shows with me. So he's going to sell his flags at the craft show. We're trying to get his Facebook business page set up and some pictures posted. So we can post them on there. That way people can go on there and look at them. And he's trying to make 10 of them. We have 2 craft shows that we're doing. He's trying to make 10 of them, 5 for each craft show. Are you doing a craft fair soon? Yes, we've got one, not soon. I mean, one's in November before Thanksgiving, and one's the first weekend of Christmas. So we're trying to hustle and get things done. I'm going to use my green bottled tip glue, my Tombow mono adhesive. It looks like this. I've just got it in a precision bottle because me and this glue don't get along. I get it everywhere. I'm going to take this star and put this star right. Ugh. Anyway, I told him, and this is horrible to say. I shouldn't say this, Donna, but those craft fairs, depending on how big they are, can cost, you know, anywhere between $50 and $100. Well, we're doing one at the state fairgrounds. So it's a big one. It's a 2-day, Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. thing. And so I told him, I said, you need like 5 flags so that if I don't sell a lot of cards, you can pay the craft fair booth rental fee. Because if he sells one of his flags, we're good. And I mean, it'd take me a long time to sell a whole bunch of cards to make, you know, booth fair. Is it in Oklahoma City? Yeah, it's at the State Fairgrounds in Oklahoma City. I'll post more information the closer we get. So I just went ahead, put that star on there, put some adhesive on the back. We're going to take this and line it up. Make sure we're kind of in the center. Hardest part about this card, probably. I'm still not getting it lined up. There we go. Push it down, and then we've got this. Now we need to make a little pocket for our gift card. So this little pocket right here, and we're going to use the Pocket Thoughtful Dies, I think is what it's called. Let me grab them. Pocket Thoughts. And I'm going to grab this middle one right here. And you're saying, oh my gosh, Shauna, that's way big. It is, but you can cut it down. Love how this card is going. Thank you. You know, I was saying, I don't know if you were in here at the very beginning, but great gift for teachers, coworkers, somebody that you just want to give a little something extra to. You know, you want to give them a card, but then maybe a little $10 Starbucks gift card, or, you know, to their favorite restaurant or store or whatever that may be. I'm trying to find a little piece of our Christmas tree paper, and I know I've got one over here. Here we go. So if your paper's directional, you want to make sure you're cutting it in the right direction. But we're going to take this and we're just going to cut like maybe that far down. What is that? Where's my... That is 1.5, 1 3/4 probably. So we're going to run this through. If I can find my top, there it is, clear stuff it hides from me. I'm going to go ahead and lay this sheet in here. My machine is so old, and when I run embossing folders through it, it kind of loosens it up. And so sometimes I have to use little extra shims to make sure my stuff cuts out okay. So I'm going to cut this, and then we're going to take this and we're going to move this die down. We're going to line up these little score marks that it went ahead and made for us, so that we can get this little notch for our finger to pull the gift card in and out of. So just an easy way to get more bang for your buck on these dies. You can alter the sizes of them. You don't have to use them as they are. So now we have this little itty bitty pocket die. And we are going to take our tear and tape, or the red lined tape. Either way, you want something that's pretty durable, I guess, that's going to hold it down. Where's my silicone little mat? If you guys don't have one of these are great to have, because you can use sticky adhesive and get it on there and it doesn't stick to everything. But you're just going to put some tear and tape there, or your adhesive, some good strong adhesive, because they're going to be pulling a gift card out of this. So you want to make sure that your little pocket's not coming off of the cardstock, that it is stuck down. And there are, I'm going to bring this closer because I don't know if you can see it. There are these score marks. So now you can just bend along those score marks, and you've got your little pocket holder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unfold these. I'm going to take off this long piece right here, the bottom piece. Fold over any adhesive tape that got off the sides. We're going to line this up in the middle. Have it the wrong way. Okay. Like I said, we're going to try to line this up, and I'm going to butt this up to the score line on this little piece that folds over. So the red cherry cobbler piece. I'm going to butt that up. I'm going to peel off, maybe, let me turn this, that piece, and this piece. This tear and tape stuff, this is sticky. Once you put this down, it's not coming back up, so make sure you have it in the spot that you want it. Fold over the extra tape that's hanging off on the sides. Pull that back up, push those sides in, and put it down. That pocket is not going to go anywhere. Then you're going to take your gift card and you're just going to slide it in there. Hey Tabitha, good morning. I will have to say, you might want to take a thin bone folder or something to push down those edges inside your pocket die, just to make sure that they're down on the paper, because sometimes that gift card catches on it when you're first sliding it in there. But there you go. There's your little card. And so this one right here, this uses it's an online exclusive stamp set, and it's called Filled with Cheer. It actually goes along with another stamp set that's in our online exclusives section. It was actually in our catalog, our mini, I think, last spring, that was called Filled with Fun. So there's two stamp sets that coordinate with some dies. The dies are with the first stamp set, the Filled with Fun. Has a little wagon, some flowers, some birthday party stuff. Well, this is the seasonal one that just came out to coincide with it. So those are cute. Thanks, Tabitha. And this has a lot of coloring. I don't really want to show you the coloring because you guys can color it however you want. I will go over the blends that I used. Let me clean up a little bit of this mess. Of course, I used the light and dark cherry cobbler for the scarf and the little part on his hat. The light and dark mossy meadow for the Christmas tree. The light and dark pecan pie for the sled. The light misty moonlight for one of the little Christmas ornaments. Cherry cobbler on the Christmas ornament. And the light wild wheat for a Christmas ornament and a star. And then I used the light and dark pecan pie. You can't even see these, sorry. Goodness, I was off the camera. The light and dark pecan or pumpkin pie for his nose. And then I took some light smoky slate and went around the edge of the snowman just to give it some coloring to make it look like it is truly white. I'll show you what I mean with that. I embossed this with the 3D snowflake embossing folder. After I colored it, I stamped it, stamped the greeting, colored it, ran it through the embossing machine, and then I took some Wink of Stella. That's what's making it all glittery, if you guys can see the glitter, and put some Wink of Stella on it. So, and I do have one. I'm going to show you a little bit of coloring, but not much because we're running out of time. You guys saw how I put the card together on this one as far as the paper and the cutting. So you do the same thing on this. However, this piece in the middle, because I wanted to make it bigger, because I wanted to get most of the snowman and the Christmas tree, this white piece is bigger than this very vanilla, the deckled rectangle. Let me grab those dies again so I can show you what I mean. Grab my avalanche. Where did I? Okay, there it is. Okay. So on this deckled, on the cherry cobbler one that we just did, I used this deckled rectangle. This was the fourth one in this die set. This one is the fifth one that I've used for the white. Where did my little snowman? I drive myself crazy. There it is. See, that's this one. So because this piece is bigger, I made this little flap thing bigger. So this one right here measured, I think it was 2 3/4, yeah, by 8. This one is 3 by 9, so that this white piece would be the same, the front and the inside. And because it's bigger, I had to go with a bigger piece. Hopefully that makes sense. Did you guys follow me on that? So everything on this card is the same as this except for this flat piece. Even this right here that we cut on here is the same. It's using that same middle die out of the Thoughtful pocket dies, because you have a little pocket, the middle size one, and the big size. So I still use this same one. There's just more room on each side than there is on this one. Okay, so let's do some coloring because I kind of want to show you some coloring. I'm not going to color all of it. It takes me forever to color, but I do want to show you just by simply using a gray light marker. If you go around the edges of the snow, which I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, now it looks like dirty snow. Once this dries and blends in, it just makes the snow look more white because of this small little border that you've got going on. Let me do his little buttons, his coal. So that's all I did for the snowman himself. Now, again, this is, did I not grab my blacks? Nope. Let me grab my blacks. So I'm going to, I always start with the light color first. And I use the small little tip, and then I come back with the darker color, and I just kind of go around the edges, and it just gives it a little bit of dimension. You can't really tell it on the black, but here when I do the cherry cobbler, thanks for the tip. You're welcome, Donna. You'll see more on the, let me use this cherry cobbler for the scarf. So I'll go with the light. These blends are wonderful. They're alcohol based, so they make the color, even if you leave a little white edge, that will blend. That's gonna smooth out. So I'm gonna go around it with a dark, kind of like go up against the neckline around the, and that's just gonna bleed in as it dries, so that you'll have a little bit of light in the middle and then dark around the edges. Again, whoops, don't want the big tip. Let me do his nose. And I did stamp this with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. That's the best ink to use for alcohol markers, because since these have alcohol, the black won't start running or smearing or blending in with your colors. It will stay put. And then I'm just going to take this dark pumpkin pie and do the lines of his nose, and maybe a little bit towards the tip and around the edges. Oh, I forgot to do his little piece up here. Oh, and I forgot to do, you guys, how funny. This would be part of his scarf too. Sorry if you guys can hear that noise out there. Jason is being really loud working on his flags. I can't believe it's so loud in here. Okay. Let's do the little sled. Again, color the whole thing. You don't have to be perfect. This is, and I guess why I like this, it's messy coloring, because everything blends out. You don't have to be perfect, because it blends, it just kind of melts into each other. So put some dark around the edges, and then you'll have some dark and some light. Let me pull that up. Can you guys see the dark and the light in that? And it just gets prettier the longer it dries. Let's do the Christmas tree. Oh, and sending warm wishes, that is not from this stamp set. That is actually an old stamp set. I couldn't resist pulling it out. It says sending warm wishes. This is from Rustic Retreat. Does it have a year on it? Nope, it doesn't. I don't see a year. This is pretty old. But I could not, with the snowman that was melting, I couldn't resist sending warm wishes. And you so know. In fact, I've already got it. Let me. Perfect teacher gift card. I got my nice Starbucks card here. You know, sending warm wishes, a coffee drink, a cocoa. Do you guys get it? The little pun, warm wishes? That's perfect. Because they're drinking their hot cocoa, their coffee, they're making the snowman melt because they're nice and warm. I could not resist. Again, perfect for a teacher gift, a little $5 gift card, $10 gift card, a coworker, just as something nice and extra. Oh, that's cute. Thanks, Tabitha. You know, if you're wanting to say, hey, thanks for your friendship, you're a great friend, but you're not really exchanging gifts, it's just a nice little extra something. Okay, I'm going to take my light color again, Mossy Meadow, do a sloppy job. It's a tree. Lay the color down. Don't color over your ornaments. I know a lot of people do not like to sit here and watch me color, so I don't do a lot of ink blending on my videos. However, if you love to color, I find it very therapeutic. I can sit and color for hours with my grandkids. My granddaughter, Lily, loves to color. So, in fact, when Bubba Maddox goes to sleep, then we can sneak into Grandma's craft room and stamp. She loves it. I'm going to come in here with my dark. In fact, she loves it so much, I hate to say this, but she has made some masterpieces on some walls that her mom is not very happy about with markers, and that was an ordeal. So sorry, Tabitha. She's gonna be your little creative child. She loves to dress up. She loves to put on plays and shows, and then you can go back with your light color again if you want. You don't have to, and just blend that all out so that it's not, those lines aren't harsh. And I'm not throwing this color everywhere. I'm just kind of, you want some variety, some light and some dark to your tree. Some highlights, some depth. There. Lily said, yeah, I do. I love coloring and stamping. Donna says, I love coloring too. I love it. But Lily, no doing it on the walls, only on the paper. You're gonna get Grandma in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna take some Misty Moonlight, and I just reached for a couple of different colors that were kind of the same color palette. I'm going to use my light cherry cobbler. Let's see. Let's go right here and right here. And then my wild wheat. This looks kind of goldish. That's why I went with this color. Color my star. He's done. However, let's run him through the embossing folder. It's almost right at 11 o'clock. So I want to do this part with you real quick. Again, you know how to make the card. We already made the card off of the first one. She said, I know, Mommy. Oh, I know. Mommy was mad. Yep. Mommy was mad. Just as long as you learn from it, Lily, and you don't do it again. We all make mistakes. but you have to learn from your mistakes. Put that into your embossing folder, and I need to trade out plates. Let me grab my, not my die cutting plates, but my embossing folder plates. Run this through. I get way too much stuff on my desk. Okay, so once you take it out of the embossing folder, look. Ah, ta-da! Now we have snowflakes. She said, yeah, mistakes happen. Yep. And the last but not least thing, if you have Wink Estella, which is like a glitter pen, and I'm going to show you, I learned the hard way. I'm going to take a little bit of this, goes a long way. So squirt a little bit out onto a clear block, onto, you don't want that mistake right there to happen on your pretty card that you just spent. So I just squirt some out onto a clear block, onto a little silicone thing, so that I can have more control over how much glitter I'm putting on it. And you want to be careful because those inks are alcohol, they will run. So you want to put this on and be done and let it dry. You don't want to keep going over, especially the colored parts, because you can smear it. And then I did put a little bit on each of the little ornaments just to make them glitter pop off the page a little bit. I put some up here on the star, you know, because I love me some glitter. And I even went, there's these bigger snowflakes. I just kind of dabbed some on. The bigger ones. You can put as little or as much you want. I put some little on the big dots, just where I thought it might need some. Okay, I think that's enough. Can you guys see all the little glitter, the shimmer? Maybe not. Well, poop. It does. It glitters and glistens really sparkly. I wish you guys could see that better. I'm not getting a very good angle on it. Oh, there. It was. You can see it there. Okay. Anyway, that is it for today. If you guys like what you saw, please share my video. Oh, hi, Chris. How are you doing? Are you down in Eufaula? Are you at the lake? I'm surprised I caught you on here. We're just finishing up, though. We made this card right here. Let me put my little gift card back in here. Get that out of the way. Oh, goodness. Come on. That does not want to go in there. It really normally just goes in there very easily. There we go. So we made this little card. And this little card. And I was telling them, great for teachers and co-workers if you wanted to give them a little, you know, Starbucks gift card. It says sending warm wishes because the snowman is melting because they're drinking their hot cocoa and their coffee. So I just had to. I couldn't resist. So a great little gift if you need it. Those are our two cards. I hope you guys like what you saw. If you do, again, please share my video. It gets my name out there into the Facebook world. I appreciate if you guys have any questions on any of the products that I used. Send me a message or an email. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Yes, Donna, I love that embossing folder too. I hope it sticks around. So, you guys take care and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.